Stay safe.
Stay active.
And stay healthy.
Physical activity and sports specialist. We hope you're keeping active at home or at school. This is the first week of PE lessons in term 5 aimed at children in year 1 and 2, so key stage 1. This video is based around tennis skills and it's making sure your children are building up their fundamental movement skills of balance, agility and coordination. We're going to be aiming to use the ready position a lot in tennis activities because it's really important to help us change direction and move around the court. You would have met the ready position in striking and fielding activities as well in our other video because it's also really important for catching. For this tennis video, you will need a ball. So it could be sort of a medium size sort of bouncy ball, or it could be a tennis ball size. So if you need to go and get that. And I also want to use something as a tennis racket. So it could be a lid from a box. It could be a cardboard tennis racket that you could cut out and use. A paper plate or anything that can be used to push the ball. So if you want to pause the video there to get some kind of tennis racket and some kind of ball to use. Okay, I hope you've got the equipment that you need. We're going to begin with a warm-up like we would in any PE lesson to get our body ready for exercise. Okay, let's remind us about our ready position from our striking and fielding video. So we're going to have our feet apart, about shoulder width, our knees bent, so we're able to move off any direction around the court. Our bottom sticking out as if we're sitting on our chair, and this time you're going to hold your racket out in front of you. So you have your 2 hands out in front, and this is our ready position. We're going to do lots of work today. We're going to be doing catching and pushing a ball, always remembering our ready position for tennis. Okay, we're going to begin by sidestepping around the space that you're in. So make sure you've got a clear space in your garden, patio or inside area. And we're going to be moving around in a sideways direction. So think about getting your body nice and wide with your side steps. You can think about moving like a crab when you sidestep. You might have to do lots of changes of direction if you're working in quite a small space. Okay, now we're going to carry on sidestepping, but now I might say ready at some point during your sidesteps. And when I say ready, I want you to copy my ready position, holding your racket out in front as if you're playing a game of tennis. Okay, so you've got to freeze in that spot as quickly as you can when I say the word ready. So let's begin sidestepping. Ready? Were you there? Are you freezing? Ready? 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 If you want to pause the video there and have a longer go at that warm-up, then please do. Hopefully now you should feel your heart beating a bit faster. If you're not sure, put your hands on your chest. You should definitely feel it beating quicker now if we've been exercising and moving. And you might be breathing a bit deeper and a bit heavier now because your lungs are having to work harder. Okay, for the next activity, you will need a ball that bounces. Now, you may remember this one from the striking and fielding video as well, if you did that one first. We're going to repeat and have a go at our drop catch, okay, because often the ball bounces in tennis and we normally hit it after just one bounce. And we always need to make sure we're in our ready position behind the ball. So for this activity, make sure you're behind the ball in your ready position, okay, and you're going to drop the ball from about shoulder height. You don't want to bounce it too high, and you're catching in your ready position, okay, so bringing the ball into your chest so it's a nice safe catch. So just a drop, catch, making sure you're keeping that ready position. Make sure you're just dropping it, not bouncing it hard. Now hopefully whatever surface you're using, grass, hard flooring, patio, that ball is able to bounce. If it's tricky catching it after one bounce, maybe you could try after 2 bounces to give you a bit more time. but you are going to need to get quite low and bend your knees to catch after 2 bounces. You could have a go to see how many drop catches you can do in a row, and each time trying to beat your personal best. Okay, we're going to move on from the drop catch to having a go with a partner. So for this activity, you need to get an adult or a sibling to help you, and we're going to have a go at doing a drop catch together. So I'm going to be using my daughter Xanthi, who's in year 3. Xanthi, do you want to come forward a little bit so we can see you? Awesome. Okay, and on this activity, we're going to push the ball from our chest down into the floor so it bounces on the ground, and Xanthi is going to attempt to catch it after just 1 bounce in her ready position. So she needs to keep her eyes on the ball and be ready to catch. Are you ready, Xanthi? So I'm pushing from my chest, catching after 1 bounce. Now Xanthi's going to push from her chest and I'm going to catch after 1 bounce. Good stuff. And we're managing to do a really good job there without dropping the ball and making sure, oh, that was a tricky one. Okay, if you want to pause the video there and see how many throw catches or push catches you can do in a row with your partner, so it begins to become a rally. A rally in tennis is when you hit it continuously, so back and forth over the net without making a mistake by the ball going in the net. You can also make it more challenging by now making a net. So I've got some cones, but you might have anything else that could be used as an obstacle. It could be water bottles, it could be cushions, cuddly toys, rocks, whatever that may be. So I'm going to lay those out. And now we're going to push it over the net, and our partner's going to catch it after just 1 bounce on their side of the net. Okay, so in your ready position, Xanthi, I'm going to push over the net, and Xanthi's going to catch after 1 bounce. Excellent. Well done. She's making it very tricky for me. Okay, if you want to pause the video there and see if you can do a drop catch rally over the net and maybe see how many catches you can do in a row in your ready position. This one, our last challenge, is we're going to be having a go at using our racket, okay, keeping in the ready position. Do you want to do some hitting or rolling? Okay, right, so Xanthi's going to begin with the ball. She's going to stand facing me like she did before. Come forward a little bit, Xanthi. The person who's going to be doing the hitting needs to choose what they're going to use as their racket. So I'm going to have a go at using my cardboard racket for this one. Xanthi, can we switch sides so that people can see my position? Okay, so the person who's going to be doing the rolling, do you want to move back a little bit, Xanthi? Okay, you're going to roll it along the floor gently with 1 or 2 hands, and I'm going to do the squashing into the floor with my racket. So I'm going to stand sideways to my partner, because I'm going to hold the racket in my right hand, because I hold my pen in my right hand, and Xanthi's going to attempt to roll it the sides where my racket is, or the lids, or whatever it is that you're using, and I'm going to attempt to squash it like a tomato in the floor. Move back a little bit, Xanthi. Right, go for it. Roll it gently, and I'm going to squash it into the floor, okay? And now I'm going to have a go at pushing it back using my racket. Still in my ready position. Rolling, squashing, pushing. Rolling, squashing, pushing. Awesome. Always in your ready position. So if the ball moves to a different place, you're ready to move off in any direction. Okay, freeze there. You can obviously swap over. So if you're working with another child, you can both have a go at using the racket and having a go at the squashing and the pushing. We're going to be recapping a lot on our bounce catch through some throw tennis in later videos, and definitely lots more on the pushing and hitting with the racket. So if you keep this equipment handy, you can use it in future weeks as well. Okay, so have you enjoyed the activity? Yeah. Awesome. Right, we're going to do a quick cool down, and then we'll see if you've enjoyed what you've learned today. So cool down today is going to be, if I say number 1, you're going to bend down and touch your toes. And if I say number 2, you're going to reach up tall, okay, off onto your tiptoes. So 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Awesome. Now I'm going to do the opposite. Well, you're going to do the opposite. So if I say 1, which way are you going to go? And if I say 2, which way are you going to go? Awesome. So it's the only time you're allowed to do the opposite to what teachers say. So remember this time, if I say 1, you're going to go high and reach up tall. And if I say 2, you're going to reach down low to your toes, trying to keep your legs pretty straight. Are we ready? 2, 1, 1. Come up onto your tiptoes, stretch your whole body. 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1. Okay, freeze it there. You can pause the video and have a longer go at that, and maybe even add in a 3 and a 4 with other different activities that you need to copy and remember. So I hope you've enjoyed the video today, and it's helped to see the importance of the ready position in tennis, as well as the ready position for catching in striking and fielding in our earlier video. And remember, stay safe, stay active, stay healthy.